From Damien and Giannina making up after he left her at the altar, to Jackie's leaked texts that questioned Marshall's sexuality, here are some Love is Blind dirty secrets that fans never knew about. Starting off with the fact that the hosts Nick and Vanessa are more involved with the show than viewers actually think. Apparently, they do a bunch of interviews with contestants after they leave the pods, asking them all sorts of juicy questions about their dates. But unfortunately, we don't get to see all of that action because it doesn't fit with the flow of the show. And let me tell you, those couples in the pods really get to know each other. They spend hours chatting away with their potential soulmates. In fact, one date went on for a whopping 5 hours. They even had to take breaks to eat and use the bathroom before getting back to the dating grind. But as the number of dates dwindled down, the time spent with each person got longer and longer. The producers cut down the number of dates from 15 to 8, and then finally down to just 2. I guess they figured that was enough time for these lovebirds to decide if they wanted to take things to the next level.
I don't think I've met anyone from Maine before.
I'm the only one you'll ever need to meet.
I like that. I like that.
As interesting as that is, this next secret will shock you even more. Jessica tried to leave the show before the wedding. She spilled the beans to Entertainment Weekly that she tried to peace out of the show before it was over, but unfortunately couldn't make a clean break. And get this, her pooch even got sick and almost kicked the bucket during the show. Could it have been because she let her furry friend sip some vino? Who knows? But between that and all the other stuff she had going on, leaving just wasn't in the cards for her. But that's not the only secret about Jessica. Did you know Mark had no hard feelings toward Jessica, even though he probably should? So get this, even though Jessica only chose Mark as her second option because Barnett wasn't interested, Mark's not holding any grudges. He told TMZ that he doesn't have any hard feelings toward Jessica. He said that everyone figures things out differently and he's got nothing but love for her, and even said that he became a better man after the whole experience and has no regrets. Now, let me tell you one interesting thing about the time between the filming of the show and when it airs. That is, the show has typically been filmed a year or two before it actually airs. The couples on Love is Blind only had a mere 38 days to fall in love, get engaged, and tie the knot. Talk about a whirlwind romance.
Barnett, he made me laugh so much. He's really sarcastic and perverted, and I'm like, yo.
But get this, they had to keep their relationships on the down low for over a year before their love story hit the small screen. Damian Powers, a Love is Blind contestant, spilled the beans to Refinery 29 that the show wrapped up way back in November 2018. That's right, the couples who made it work had to keep their marriages a secret, especially on social media, so they wouldn't ruin the big surprise at the end of the show. Fast forward to 2021, when the show's second season was filmed and finally aired in 2022. So let's raise a glass to those couples who kept their love under wraps for so long. This brings up another question. Who footed the bill for the Love is Blind weddings, right? Well, according to a Netflix spokesperson who spilled the tea to Women's Health, the show covered some of the basic expenses. But since these were real weddings, the couples had to dish out their own cash to make it extra special. And let's be real, who wouldn't want to go all out on their big day? But if they went over budget, they probably had to tighten their belts a little bit.
Him, honor and keep him in sickness and in health, forsaking all others, keeping only unto him so long as you both shall live.
While all these facts are pretty shocking, there's something really fun the show did for the contestants. The fact that contestants could request food and drinks. Things can get pretty boring when you're stuck on set, but on Love is Blind, the producers had the hookup for the singles' snack and drink needs.
Why is there one meal in here and one in there?
I just feel, I don't know, I guess where we're at, just kind of going back to the pods and kind of where it kind of started.
And let me tell you, pull through for their cast. According to Barnes, if you wanted a specific snack, all you had to do was ask and boom, it was yours. And if you needed a little pick-me-up, Bailey's and coffee was the go-to drink. I mean, who wouldn't want a little boozy caffeine in their life, right? But it wasn't just snacks and drinks that the producers were good for. They also made sure to hook the contestants up with anything they needed for their dates.
Yeah, it's been 435 days.
435 days since what?
It's just been 435 days.
You want board games? You got it. Craving some lasagna with your boo? No problem, they'll make it happen. So when it comes to making sure their contestants are happy and well fed, the Love is Blind producers have got it covered. Okay, let me share some serious drama that recently happened on Love is Blind. I'm talking about how Jackie's leaked texts from the show questioned Marshall's sexuality. Well, apparently some leaked texts from one of the contestants, Jackie, spilled the tea on her ex Marshall. Jackie allegedly texted her friends about how Marshall gave her some vibes and how she had to switch things up to keep things interesting. She even mentioned how he would twerk on the bed, but she shut that down real quick. Yikes. Marshall, being the funny guy that he is, responded on Twitter saying that the only sugar he's got goes on his pancakes. But things got heated during the reunion when Marshall accused Jackie of calling him out for his sexual preferences and denying her claim that he called her a transphobic slur. Jackie later apologized for her behavior and admitted to the leaked texts. She also clarified that she had ended things with Marshall before meeting Josh, whom she got with on the show. Jackie said that her connection with Josh was deeper than what viewers saw on TV, and that she and Marshall have personally apologized to each other and moved on. So all's well that ends well, right? But wait till you hear this next secret about the show. The season 1 cast originally consisted of 40 to 50 people. When the Love is Blind journey started, there were a ton of hopefuls.
Gosh, I really want to get to know you more.
I know, I like you.
I like you too.
I like your voice too, you sound cute.
Like, we're talking 40 to 50 of them. But as the days passed and people got to know each other in those mysterious pods, the group got smaller and smaller. After 10 days, the number had dwindled down to about 20 to 25 individuals. Now, it wasn't just a random process of elimination. As creator Chris Colin revealed to E! News, it became clear that certain people were making deeper connections than others. So the team decided to narrow down the group to focus on those who were really vibing with each other. It's like when you're at a party and there are tons of people, but you end up hanging out with the same small group because you all just click. That's what happened with the Love is Blind cast, and it made for some seriously intense connections. So have you ever wondered why everyone was from the same place on the show? Well, there's actually a major reason why everyone was based in Atlanta. So get this, all the Love is Blind folks had to rep Atlanta, Georgia. According to Colin, the big shot producer, they did that to help these lovebirds go the distance. We wanted to give them a real shot at making their love and their marriage work, he spilled to Variety. Okay, we all remember that shocking ending on the show, but there's something you should know about what happened between Damian and Giannina after he left her at the altar. They actually made up and gave it another shot. Even though it wasn't on camera, Giannina spilled the beans during the reunion special and told everyone how great it's been since the show. But hold your horses, because they've recently broken up again. I mean, anyone could have guessed it when Damian brought another girl to the Love is Blind reunion while the two were on a break. Does that count as cheating? Let's settle that debate. And that's all for the Love is Blind dirty secrets that fans never knew about.